In our last session, we took a look at analysis and understanding how the internet functions and what the internet's all about, how content functions, how links function, and what has made the biggest, most successful websites in the world, and the fact that those websites don't create their own content. They simply work with content that other people create or content that's already available through the internet. Now, understanding all of that, we want to start to look at content and get a little bit more of an in-depth understanding of content and how it works, because we really want to be able, when we develop our website and we develop our content, to be able to integrate that into the internet as effectively as possible for our marketing and sales objectives across the internet. So what we'll do in this session is we're going to go ahead and take a look at some content insights. And the first insight relating to content I would like to present to you is the fact that there's two types of content. We have content on our website, and then there's a secondary type of content which I refer to as off-site or associated content. And that's the content that we'll find in Google, in forums, and in places like YouTube that we create and upload content to, Facebook, etc. Now, what we want to do when we're developing content is be aware of the different properties of these two types of content. For example, the content that's on your website, Google Spiders will scan to determine what your website is about. What is this website about? And you have to set up your content properly in order for Google to be able to do that. But Google will also look at your associated or off-site content to determine how popular is your website, how good is your content. If a lot of people are sharing your website and information with links back to your site, Google's going to rank your site higher, because it's going to say, well, a lot of people are creating associated content for this website, and we can see the links here. It's spreading all over the internet. Obviously, this is the best site on the internet. And as we saw, advancedartist.com is ranked very high in Google. We'll take a closer look at that in this session. The next thing that we want to be aware of is that there are two types of content users. We have people that visit our website and see our content across the internet, and we have search engines that use our content to rank our website and send people based on keyword searches into our website. The next thing that we want to be aware of is that there are two types of properties associated with content. There is non-spreading, which is basically your static web pages, maybe your shopping cart pages or something like that, which nobody's going to take and share across the internet unless you've got a sale or something like that going on. And then there's spreading, which might be like your YouTube content that you create, that other websites will take and share in their blogs and on forums and things like that with their friends and visitors to their websites, and that would be spreading content. The last thing that we want to be aware of is the fact that there's two types of content creators. And we want to create our content to optimize opportunities with both of these. We want to create our content that we create and share ourselves, but we want to create that content in such a way that it's optimized, or it has enough value that the users of our content will go out and share our content and create associated content for us across the entire internet, which will then be picked up by the search engines and their spiders, and which will result in a higher rank and more traffic to our website. So looking at all of these different properties, they're very easy to understand, but we want to really come to the place that we understand how they work and see how they function in the internet. Here I have the advancedartist.com website, and we've developed a website with a lot of information and video. If we take a look at a search here for CorelDRAW t-shirt tutorials, you can see here on our website we've got our static, just our basic website content. But here we can see on this search, CorelDRAW t-shirt tutorial, a lot of different information coming out of all of our content across the internet. First of all, number one link here we've got for this particular search, if we click, is a post that we did in T-shirt forums a number of years ago that now has a very high rank in the search engines, and of course is accompanied by links to our website and a link to the content that we created and shared in the forum. So here we have associated content. We also have associated content across T-shirt forums that is created by other users who have seen our content, and when people ask questions about that content, they link them back to our site. So that if they ask questions about a certain topic or subject, people will create a forum post and link that forum post back to our website. Then the spiders come along through the search engines, they have to see that link to content, they register that and give our site a higher rank. The key to all of this is creating content that has very good value. Go ahead here and take a look at youtube.com. Here we can see we've got some associated content. If you scroll down the page, here is our drop shadow effects tutorial, which has been up for a year, and it's had 36,252 views. Now when you think about that, I'll bring up my calculator here. If we take a look at, let's take a look at 36,000 / 364 days. You can see that this content is getting viewed by 100 people a day, more or less. This content is getting a lot of views on YouTube. The result is they watch this, they go to our channel, next thing you know they go to our website, or they subscribe to our YouTube channel. This associated content is driving traffic and sales to our website. Next thing I'd like to take a look at here is we'll go to CorelDRAW.com, and you can see here Corel Corporation has been so impressed with the value of our content, they've created associated content on the Corel.com website for us. And now I have a link coming off of Corel.com going to my website. Go back to our search in Google, and actually I'll come back here and we'll go to our home page and we'll do a search in Google. And I'll do that Corel Draw T-shirt tutorial search again. And we can see here we've got advancedtshirts.com, 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 then we've got advancedartist.com, then we've got our YouTube videos with icons. We've got another site here, CorelDRAW-tutorials, and then we've got another site down here at the bottom of the page, and if we click on that, we'll see that somebody has taken one of our YouTube videos and embedded that into their website page, Graphic Designing Tips and Tricks Solutions. And down here at the bottom we can see that somebody's actually copied in one of our YouTube videos as content on their page. So we've got all of this content coming off of our website and then through other sites on the internet like YouTube and other sites being spread across the whole internet, sharing our information and marketing message for us. So we have content creators. Now, going back to looking at our insight, we can see that what we're doing strategically here is that we are setting ourselves up so that we've got on-site content and off-site content that's spreading our marketing message across the entire internet. That's driving traffic from these users into our site, and it's increasing our rank in Google. We can also see that we've got two types of content users working for us, and we've got the search engines working for us, and we've got our users working for us to create, working as our two types of content creators. And we can also see that we've got two types of properties associated with our content. Some of it's non-spreading, some of it's spreading. So we want to understand very clearly these fundamental properties of content and then begin to think about how it is we want to develop a strategy for our website or our e-business or whatever our objectives are on the internet. So we're developing our content to fit into this massive compilation of linked content as effectively as possible. And then once it's been linked into it or engaged into the internet, we then want that content to be very valuable and also easy for other users to share and spread our message across the entire internet, resulting in traffic coming into our website. Now, the key to all of this is understanding that you have to develop content that is not just going to go on your website, but it's going to be integrated into the internet as a whole. And as I said earlier in the video, you want that to be set up so that people who want to create content with your content can do that as easily as possible. And you also want to set up your website so that the search engines and human users are going to get a lot of value out of your content, and they'll be able to easily spread your marketing message or your website message or your content message for that matter across the entire internet.